Okay, first thing we do is import our image. And this one is a challenging one. I already know it's a challenging one. I saw it when I downloaded it. I was like, oh, bring on the challenge. Okay, I'm gonna make it smaller because my computer has been crashing a lot. So I just wanna be easy on it. Okay, so the first thing we do is save the file. And since my computer has been crashing a lot, I have to save, constantly save. So I save often. Let's do Cutline training. Okay, there we go. All right, so the first thing we need to do is a trace. So select the image, path, trace bitmap. And this is a preview right here. This is Inkscape, by the way, Inkscape, okay? I'm gonna do Inkscape and Affinity Designer. We gotta invert the image and we gotta make the, oh no, the other way. We gotta make a nice trace. We're trying to get it as close as possible, but not that there not those many like fuzzy parts around. Okay, so let's try that one. So we hit apply, we change the color. I'm gonna do like a pink. I'm gonna lower the opacity so I can kind of see through it, and this one looks good. What I want to do sometimes, that's why I said it's challenging, because it has a whole bunch of little thingies around here, a whole bunch of empty spaces. So we gotta clean it up. Okay, we can either do double click here on the, this is a path, there's an object. Which one is it? Either way, whichever one it is, we have to get all these nodes. We can either select it and go here to the node tool up here, top left, and then start deleting. These are like a bit outside of the main thing. These are not attached, but they're inside like in a hole in there. They're trapped, so that's fine. Okay, zoom out a bit. All these nodes made my computer go slower. So if that happens to you, you probably need a newer machine or a upgraded or more, I think more the processor, something about the processor. Okay, all right. So since this thing crashes a lot, I could make the habit of saving constantly. And another habit that I do is making a copy in case something happens to this one. I can go back to this that I have already traced in here. Okay, so we gotta get rid of all these little holes in there that we have. See, let's see the trace alone. The trace alone has a whole bunch of little holes. See that? So we gotta get rid of those. So for that, we go to path, break apart. Okay, and it's gonna make all the little holes in it right there. All right. In a normal situation, I would go path, union, and they would all come together without all those holes. But since my computer has been crashing and it's having issues, I'm not doing that right now because it takes minutes. It takes probably 10 minutes, sometimes, I don't know, more, because this is a difficult one. So what I'm gonna do is get the main part, the bigger part. Wait, I'm leaving stuff behind. This one and this one. I don't want to leave them behind. And then select with that one. Let's see. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna select those along with the original one. Move them to the side and get rid of all these little. These are objects with a whole bunch of nodes. So those do slow down my computer. So now we gotta put all these together. There's like a hole in here, but it will be covered up. Okay, so we have 3 objects right here. You can see 3 objects, and then we gotta put them together. Path, union. Those little 3, those will go fast. But if I were to do union with all the ones that we have right now, it would probably stay here overnight. Okay, save. Okay, and now again, every time I move on to something, I just like to make a copy. I just duplicate it, Control D to duplicate it, and have the original one or the previous work advanced on one. Okay. Okay. Save, and now we are going to make an dynamic offset. Okay, so we click here on the object, and then path, dynamic object, offset I mean, and then go to the node tool again. And it should pop up a little square right here at the top. Sometimes it pops it on the side, sometimes I don't know, but it's right there. Okay, now we start dragging this one slowly up, click and drag, and see how it's creating the outline and offset. We gotta make sure, don't mind those lines that appear. We can get rid of those. That's okay. We just gotta find a spot where we like it, where it's good for us. Okay. Let's say right there. I think that one's good. Okay, and then I just go and save it. File, save. Now we gotta, if you notice, it has a whole bunch of little holes. Let me move to so you can see. See how it has got a whole bunch of little holes? We gotta get rid of them. Okay, and we get rid of them right now. Let me go back. Come on. Okay. And again, since I made a little advancement, I like to make a copy of this one. Yeah, my computer has been giving me issues lately. I might need to get a new computer soon. Come on. Okay, there we go. So we go to click. This is, since we did the dynamic offset, we need to first turn it into a path. So we go object to path. And now that we did that, we gotta get rid of all those little holes, because all those will be cut lines. If we add a stroke here, let's say all those green, those will be cut lines. Okay. So we go path, break apart, and there's a lot of them right there. So I think I'm not gonna do the union again. Instead of doing path union, I'm just gonna take the larger one along with the original image one and just get rid of those. Again, if you can do after breaking apart, when it has all this little thing there, you can do union. If your computer can handle it right now, go for it. It's faster than doing this. But my computer, this one is not. It's not in optimal condition. And now what we're gonna do is again copy this one. Let's save it. I'll just see. Let's save. And now we're gonna do object clip set. Don't worry about this missing part up here. Okay, don't worry about missing everything that, since this pink object went upside, or the path went outside of the original image. Don't worry about it. Look, this is what we do to fix it. We get a copy of this one, line it up here, line it up with this one. I'm doing with the keyboard. That's why you hear it. Line it up here as best as possible, right there. And then we bump up the opacity on this one, do it black, and bring it down. And that's it. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your outline. Well, we're not done just yet, but almost. Okay, now we gonna, what I like to say, we clean it up. Let's turn it another color, and let's add a stroke shift and a color, and let's do it a little bit thinner. I like to do like 0.15 on millimeters. Now we gotta clean it up. See, because if we did this, let's put it the same way as a Roland cut contour. If we went there, the machine will got cut here, make a cut here, so we don't want that. So we gotta clean it up. Okay, that's all right. That's why I say clean up this. And you just go around it. Just go around finding imperfections. And you're gonna have to practice and learn how to do this, but it's not that difficult. And if we are doing perf cuts, I would recommend getting rid of these like sharp corners and rounding them out. Smooth out those corners. Okay, like this might be sharp for perf cut. Although it's very wide, so might be okay. So you go along, see? Some are very visible, some you might miss, so just be careful. If you get a flat like that, just bring it out. There's a trick. Look, click outside and then hover over it and you'll see a line. And sometimes they will be like, we'll find one right now, watch. Sometimes they are like really ugly. Like right here, kind of see how it looks kind of flat? I don't like that, so I just pull this out a little bit. Whoa, why is it looking funny like that? Wait, let me save it. Let me save, because that gave me a bad juju. Okay, this part I don't like how it looks flat like that and that point right there. So I'm gonna get rid of it and then make it around here. There we go. Here, look. If you click outside and then you hover over it, you'll see the lines. Imagine your poor little machine going right here cutting. It'll go crazy. Okay. But all those are part of being a challenging image. It had a lot of stuff going on, so that's why. Oh, so here we gotta create a node here, and then just flatten it out and try to bring it back to the shape it was. And that corner looks okay for perf. Those corners look okay for perf. Right here, there might be two. Again, you just click out so the nodes go away, and then you'll see if you hover over, you'll see those lines. That little line right in the center. So that one's helpful too. And if you want to get rid of these, like I'll probably get rid of these right here. That one looks okay. These like right here, see something funny going on here, just get rid of those. Or right here, something very funny going on here. You just get rid of that one. Those. Oh wait, Control Z, because I don't know what's going on here. Okay, now I know what's going on. Crazy stuff. Look at this crazy stuff going on here. Oh, got even crazier. So you might be thinking, oh, take your time, dude. If you once you get the hang of it, you'll do this like in a breeze. You want to do this and not lose like shape of the actual shape. You can do another one, another layer of this one, another copy to like base yourself on it. Actually, let me do that. Watch. You can do this one. Control D and do a different color. Let's do like blue. Okay. And then let's bring it down. And then let's lower the opacity on this one. See, there's two right there. But it's just the opacity that makes it look. So let's say the original one is at the bottom, like the template. So if you want to, let's say you want to get rid of this here. You see the bottom one, you see it? So you can go along with it. Once you start doing you'll understand this a lot more. Get rid of those. Oh wait, let me do something. I should have changed the color on the one at the bottom. Do a different color for the stroke. There we go. So that stroke has a different color. So that you wanna do a different color for the stroke too. This pointy here, I would get rid of it. This funny cut right here, imagine your machine cutting this right here. That's no fun. That's no fun. See, and just try to shape it to like the template that you have at the bottom. Like right here, we can get rid of all these. If it flattens out, sometimes it does flatten out. You just like right here, watch. This might flatten out. Oh no, perfect. And I think we are back at where we started. So now, this is your actual cut line right here. Let's get rid of this one. This was just a template. This is your actual cut line right here. Oh. See, I'm telling you, my computer's going crazy a little bit. All right, so this is your actual cut line. You just line up these. Oh, let's group these two together. There's one group, that's a single one. And let's hit a save. Now we line these up, line up, and then this one, get rid of the fill and just leave the stroke. And there it is, guys. That's your cut line right there. In a perfect world, let's bring up the opacity on the cut line. In a perfect world, that would be it. In a perfect world, your Roland or your cutter, whatever you're using, would cut like perfectly aligned, and we would be fine right there. But chances are slim to none, so we need to add a bleed. Okay. All those corners that I got rid of that were like sharp and ugly, if you're doing contour, you might be okay. But if you're doing perf, I like to maybe this one we smoothen that out a little bit. See, that's all we need to do. We don't need to get rid of it. Just smoothing out that corner, not so sharp. Okay, so we need bleed. We need bleed. So in a perfect world, we're gonna see this thing over here is so funny because that's where the lines were crazy. But don't worry about it. Look, it's gonna be taken care of. So we duplicate the stroke. Let's paint it, let's say yellow. We should have two of these. Okay, yeah. We get rid of the stroke, shift, and then the X over here down at the bottom. And we're gonna do the same thing we did. Path, dynamic offset. Okay, and let's bring the opacity down so we can see through. Okay, oh wait, what did I do? Oh, I colored this one. No, this one doesn't have to be colored. What did I do here? Okay, let's go back, hold on. Okay. Okay, let me duplicate this one and do it yellow and lower the opacity. Okay, so basically we have double cut line right there, but that's gonna be the bleed. We do path, dynamic offset, hit the node tool, and just bring it up a bit. Same thing we did, and then we do only just a little bit. Right there. This one might be ugly, but we don't have to take care of this one because this one is just bleed, guys. 100% opacity, black, and bring it to the end, and there you go. And then we get rid of the stroke, and that's it. That's your bead right there. That's your cut line here, and this is your bead right there. So you have your image, which is grouped, by the way. Remember we had the little oops. Remember when we clipped set, we missed this little parts right here. So the actual image is this one. Okay, but we have it grouped with this one. Be careful to not leave a stroke on this one, because if you leave a stroke on this shape over here, you might get a cut line as well. So, and then this is your cut line right here. Oh, we had to see, that's what I said, double cut lines. Good thing I saw that one. This is our cut line right here, and this is our bleed. And then we just select them all, and then line them up. And that's it. That's it right there. And what I like to do, cut line training, I select this, Control C, File, New, and then come over to a new file or new document. It's a new document, and paste it here. And then on Inkscape, you Control Shift D, as in Damon, and you do right here resize to content. And then once you have it there, you go File, Save As, and you're gonna save it. Oh wait, hold on, let me do something. I use this color for the cut line here just so it resembles the color for Roland, but I never work with a color like this. I know you'll see why in a minute. So I always do like a green or yellow. All right, that's what I usually do, green or yellow. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna save it. Save as. You'll see right now. I'm gonna tell you in the next step why I do this. Downloads, and we're gonna call this one Cutline Training PDF and save as PDF file. Okay. So we save this one as PDF, and we need to go to Affinity just to change the color and to make it into the Roland one. So we gotta go File, Open. We're gonna go to the Cutline Training PDF, the PDF, okay, not the SVG, the PDF. The other one's an SVG. It's gonna pop up right now. I mean, hopefully, there it is, okay? And then you just select the contour or the stroke. And this is why I use a different color, to make sure that it has a yellow, and I'm gonna either this one, I'm gonna do the contour or the perf cut. Okay, that way I'm sure it changed to a different, to the one I need. And that is it, guys. It seems long, maybe, but I mean, it's not that long. It says here 21 minutes and 40 seconds. I mean, I'm probably taking twice as long because I'm explaining every single step, but there you go. Combine it, and then, oh, there's one, you go File, Export, and then you go PDF, Export, and then wherever you want to save it. I usually use the same one. I used to, there was a time when I would like change the name to this one, where I would say like CF for cut file, but I just realized that there's no need for duplicating files. There's no need at all. I don't need to be duplicating the files every single time. So what I do is File, Export, and then export here, and then find wherever it was, and use the same name, Training PDF. Replace, yes, replace. I don't mind, because the only thing that changes is actually the cut line. Okay, and that's it. It's ready for being cut. See oh, remember the empty space? Look, it's outside, so it's fine. We're good. That's it. And what I recommend is always do like print and cut one row of stickers. If you, let's say this is a 100 order sticker, I would print one row with however many they fit, 5, 6, 4, depends how the orientation, 5, 6, 7, the size, and then I just cut them to make sure everything's good, and then I go on and print the rest. That's it. 23 minutes. Once you get this dialed in, they should be doing the cut line in probably 5-10 minutes. And this was a challenging one. This one had a lot of detail. There's different ones. I'll do a video with the simpler one, and you'll notice the difference. All right. I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube, I guess. It's too long for Facebook probably.